Saka's just gone down. Saka has just gone down. Oh my God. I thought I'd hit record 10 minutes plus injury time before the end of the game. You guys know every now and again I like to kind of do a live reaction instead of just reviewing the game. Still 1-0 at the moment. I've got the game on live score here, so you can kind of see what's going on. But yeah, we're basically 82 minutes in. There's probably going to be a good 3, 4, 5 minutes of added time. But of course, in the next 10 minutes, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. And you guys will see my reaction live. It's one of the more stressful things to go through as someone who does these Arsenal videos, because obviously I'm going to be very happy. Oh my God. I'm going to be very happy if we win this. But if somehow United come down the other end and equalise or even then score a winner, oh my God, Declan Rice, so close. Then, of course, you're going to see a live reaction of an Arsenal fan that I put so much time of my life into this football club. And you're going to see it crumble in front of me. The entire season's work just gone. Of course, not mathematically, but I think we all know that City are pretty unstoppable and Spurs are not going to stop them. We know that. Another corner comes in, punched out by Onana. Can I just say, by the way, it's very clear that Arteta and Arsenal have come here with a game plan to, not necessarily play the way we usually play. This is, I think, quite similar to some of the other big away games we've had this season, including at the Etihad, where we're almost letting them play and have a bit of possession. It doesn't look like we've got that same sense of urgency to really chase them down and win the ball back as soon as possible. I feel like we're in control of the game, but we're not doing it in a very impressive way. But as I've said a few times in recent results, I just don't care how we play at this point. It is just get the result. But Saka's gone off. He definitely is injured, and we've had to put on Jesus on the right side. I think that's a very clear area of the pitch we need to invest in. We definitely need a new right-sided winger to come in at some point in the summer. Not necessarily anywhere near as good as Saka, but at least someone who can step in situations like this, and then we wouldn't experience such a drop-off. I think Jesus is fine as a winger, but he's definitely not Saka's level, cutting in on his left foot and stuff, you know. We've got Martinelli, who came on the left side for Trossard, who scored our only goal. The only goal. And by the way, Casemiro, I hope they give him the assist for that. Wait, no, Havertz deserves the assist, but Casemiro really helped us out there. That's what happens when you employ a player that's won everything and has no real need or desire to go again at another club. He won everything at Madrid, and he's, what is he, 32 now? I just thought that move was a bit of a stinker. Actually, no, I lie. At first, I thought, ooh, that's a good signing from United. Casemiro, proven winner. But he looks like a player who just doesn't really care. It was just one last big contract, wasn't it? I hope that's not the case, though. I don't want that in football. And Man United are still, in my opinion, top 3 in the world. Like one of the biggest clubs in the world. Hopefully he's not just turning up for a paycheck. Yeah, Casemiro is certainly not having a very good season, is he? What have I thought about the game so far? We're 85 minutes in, by the way. The timer you're seeing on screen right now, up that way, is pretty much exactly where I am. So, oh, Mainu's down. He's been really good this season. I'm not kind of so sure about him being in the group of the best young players to win the Young Player of the Year award, of the season, I should say. But he's definitely up there. He's doing very well in a very underwhelming Man United team. But, you know, I alluded to the point that we haven't really been ourselves today. We haven't really played the Arteta Arsenal way. But I actually think it's a very astute performance and professional performance. We haven't looked out of control. I would say only maybe once or twice in this game, I was genuinely fearful of conceding. There was one moment where Garnacho was completely unmarked on the edge of the box and he's put it wide. And there was the bit where Amad Diallo went down in the box. Oh my God, it's raining like crazy there. It's really weird here. down in beautiful Surrey, it's blue sky, 27 degrees, lovely. And I've spent some time out, which is nice. I touched grass. But other than those kind of, well, and I should discuss, because I know a lot of United fans are probably going to say, was it a penalty? I don't know. It's very. I need to see it again. It's very difficult. Very 50-50. I don't think so, but I would say that I'm an Arsenal fan. But yeah, I mean, it took them until the 60-something minute, 65th minute to actually get a shot on target, and it was a Casemiro shot from about 30 yards out. So whilst United haven't been awful, I just think we haven't really left second gear. Now they've just brought on Ericsson, Wheatley, and Forson. Hoyland's coming off. Yeah, he doesn't look too pleased about that. Yeah, I know obviously a lot of people will say United have had arguably one of the worst seasons they've had since the Ferguson era. They've conceded the most goals since 1970, I believe, of any United side. Eric Ten Hag just doesn't seem to be able to get the players to play. But today I don't think they've been that bad, considering they don't have Bruno. They've got so many injuries. It is quite insane. And did you know, okay, Arsenal fans will probably know this, but our main head of, what's the word? Oh, I hate it when this happens. As soon as I hit record, things leave my brain. One of our lead medical professionals, I can't remember the guy's name. Oh, it's so annoying, but to put it basically, he left last season and joined United. The lead physiotherapist or lead. What is the word? Oh my God. He's gone to United. They've had their worst season of injuries, it feels like, ever. And we've almost had one of our best. Isn't that weird? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. He was like a well thought of professional in sports science and the medical team. He was he was the guy in charge at Arsenal. And I remember seeing when he left and I thought, "Ooh, that's not good. We have a lot of problems with injuries and he's our man." And now we've gone a season with, obviously Timber's been out all year. Oh, we're in. Declan Rice. Oh my God. Scrambling in the box there. But the guy's gone to United and now they've had their worst season and we've had our best season with injuries. So, Cotterell? Oh, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. We just came so close to making it 2-0 there. There's something about Onana. He's such an erratic player, isn't he? I really, really liked him. I remember him at Ajax, and of course he went to Inter and got to the Champions League final. He's come to United and he just I don't know. Is it a lack of confidence? I'm not really sure. But we are going towards the 90th minute here. We're about to find out how much injury time we've got. United have basically got a bunch of under-19s, under-20s on the pitch right now. Wouldn't it be the most Arsenal thing ever to concede in the next few minutes? I'm praying it doesn't happen. But I know all the City fans watching this, but Arsenal haters will be praying that they do score. I think we're good for our 1-0 win, though. It just really hasn't been a very good game, has it? And it is absolutely pouring it down now. All right, we're into the 90th minute, and it is going to be 6 minutes added on. You've got 6 minutes of me reacting to squeaky bum time at Old Trafford. And, you've got to remember, us Arsenal fans are not used to being the favourites in this fixture. I would say since the days of Arsenal and United being the main rivalry, it has absolutely gone downhill since then, of course. But I would say over the last 20 years, the majority of the time, United have been the team that would win the game against Arsenal. It just was that. And you kind of accepted it as an Arsenal fan. At home at the Emirates or at Highbury at the time, it wasn't as concrete. But it did feel like every Old Trafford game, it's kind of like, if we come away with a point, it's pretty good. But nowadays, good catch, Raya. That was good. Nowadays, if we go to Old Trafford and we don't come away with a win, it's actually a disappointment, which is, completely new to me. It is a very strange feeling that. It's the same with Anfield. I don't think we're quite there yet in terms of we go to Liverpool and we should be winning. But certainly, you know, looking at the team sheet and where we are in the table and form and things like that, we should be coming here and destroying this United team. We saw Crystal Palace dismantle them, and I was there licking my lips thinking, my God, we're going to absolutely pepper them. But as usual, in these big games, form goes out the window. It's just on the day. Who's up for it? And although we haven't looked up for it today, we've done enough, I would say. But I'm sure United fans would disagree with me. I'm interested to see who's had more attempts. We'll go through the stats as soon as full time goes. But it looks like we're bringing on some changes. We've got Kivior and... well, I'm guessing we're going to see Jorginho come on. It is Jorginho for Partey. Wasn't a fan of Partey's performance in the first half. I thought he was actually a little bit sloppy. And the same with Ødegaard. I think Ødegaard's done a bit better in the second half. But in general, it hasn't been a particularly great performance from a lot of our players today. It's just been enough. Is it nerves? They know that this is our last away game of the season. And if anything goes wrong here, it's done. Jorginho wins the ball straight away. I actually think he should have come on earlier. I'm surprised Partey made it to the 92nd minute. Martinelli's through the middle here. He's got to pass this. Oh, Casemiro's done very well there. Fair play. But look at Martinelli. Get back. Come on. 3 minutes of fight. How much do you want the title? After the pain of last year, that's another shot that goes wide from Garnacho. He's fuming. He thinks it's a corner. I don't think so, mate. I think you've just missed that. Let's have a look at the replay. Garnacho's a good player, isn't he? It's definitely a goal kick. But what you've got to remember as well, guys, is this time last year we were without Saliba and we hadn't had this experience before. You can tell it's so different this year with the Arsenal players that have now got last year as experience. They now know what it feels like to be in a title race. And of course, it didn't work out last season. And I don't even think about it. But this year it has felt so different. I'm looking at these players and they don't look nervous on the outside. I'm sure one or two of the players are thinking, okay, 2.5 minutes, let's just survive this. I think we've just had a yellow card for Raya for time wasting. I hate that. I really do hate that, but it's part of the game. David Raya, golden boot winner? I wish. Golden glove winner. Well done to him. But I'd actually give more praise to Saliba and Gabriel and Ben White and whoever was playing left back. Are we going to invest in a left back, do you reckon? I think we might be, you know. It's definitely a position that we might need to improve at some point if Zinchenko does eventually leave. I think we've outgrown Zinchenko now. We don't seem to do that Zinchenko role so much. Okay. 1.5 minutes left. Eriksen's on the ball. Gives it to Kwambala, is that? It's a good young player for United. They've got a lot of very young players. Eriksen, that's a terrible attempt to whip it in. Jesus up here to Havertz, is that? Oh my God, he's just been taken out. What a tackle. Wow. 1 minute left. Are Man United about to destroy our title hopes? Cross comes in. Raya's there. Okay. We now have exactly 1 minute. Raya's wasting more time. He's just laying on the ball. I don't think I've quite actually... It hasn't sunk in just how big this moment is. To go to Old Trafford when we are desperately in need of 3 points to stay in the title race. And to come here and actually play, I would say, in first gear pretty much the entire game. To get out of here with 3 points would be very, very good. With City, it's back over to them, isn't it? Saliba, man of the match. No surprise. Hang on. He went to Anfield and got man of the match. Did he get man of the match against City as well, if I remember correctly? He's just a machine, isn't he? And it is more proof that without him last season, we were just not the same team. But this is it. Last moments of the game. Anthony's about to... Oh, no. He tried to... Oh, I thought he was going to whip it in. And Raya collects it. That should be it. Please. Please. Blow the whistle. Please. We're just waiting a few more seconds because why not? Raya's going to boot the ball out and it's done. I pray that the referee just ends it now. Put me out of my misery, please. Can't deal with this stress. Oh, come on! One more game. One more game. Man City against Spurs on Tuesday. Okay. Let's refresh this and have a quick look at the stats. I need to swap over to stats. So, we've had a lot less possession than normal, but like I said, I genuinely think we've come here with that in mind. Just let United have the ball a bit. Much better expected goals. We did better with our chances, but United had 14 shots. Look how many of them were outside, though. Like, these aren't proper shots. This is all Garnacho whipping one in and Casemiro, and ours are much more... I mean, they're better quality chances. We've had 7 corners. I would say we're good for the win, but it wouldn't surprise me if some United fans will come away from that feeling like we got away with it a little bit, because if they had better finishers on the pitch... Yeah, I'm so relieved right now. I cannot tell you. 1-0 to the Arsenal. And that, of course, means that as we go into the final day next Sunday, if City somehow drop points against Tottenham, I pray Tottenham can turn up. We will go in against Everton, who have nothing to play for. They're safe. They can't fight for Europe or anything. All we have to do is beat Everton, and we will win the Premier League title at the Emirates. We just need Spurs or West Ham, I think it is, on the last day to do their job. Is it going to happen? I think the odds are against us, but it could happen. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'll probably be live next Sunday for that, so I'll see you then.